edit the stream actually. Alright, there we go. I'm done editing the stream. So this is supposed to be... Oh, good. It crashed when I alt-tabbed.
Nice.
Yeah, fantastic.
Don't all tap then, apparently.
Oh, I need to make sure. Oh, it was made by Devolver?
What?
I just got a Devolver logo.
I'm confused. I didn't realize they were around back then.
I didn't either.
Allow me to remind you that an epidemic of unknown origin.
Oh goodness, this will be an interesting looking game.
It is not streaming in Discord, by the way.
I haven't done it yet.
Okay, cool. This is a picture. Thank you, sir.
Say something?
Testing.
Let me see if we were getting audio from you.
Testing.
I think we are. I just think it's quiet. Let me lower the game audio. Say something?
Testing. I'm here.
Alright. Here we go. Let's see how this goes. Oh, we have someone joining. Hello. We're just about to begin. Alright, so I'm gonna say disclaimers first on what I know about this game, and then we'll begin, because I think I know more than Zach does. As far as I know, this is an old Russian game that got translated, and it has something to do with a Russian village and a virus, and it's supposed to be this, like, really, elaborate, like, plot, or, like, it's supposed to be one of those really important decision matter games. So, I'm joined by my friend Zach, and we're gonna get into it. Oh.
It's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
No. I detest trickery. But if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, the muscular contraction is there. Means you're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform.
Oh, I can walk around. I was like, this is a really weird camera angle, and then I realized I can walk around.
I know what
It's
to
weird either
do.
way.
Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens,
The slow
I will
walk.
find answers. And justice.
Yeah, the slow walk's kind of terrifying.
Perform the operation. Medica
Yeah.
morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your justice will.
Do we have
blind
any
you
idea what's
become
going on
his
right now?
demise. This calls
No,
for the
no,
gentle
I mean,
Okay.
unless I missed a
surgeon.
thing.
Yeah, I didn't miss anything either. I just hit new game, and this was the first thing that popped up.
Gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Stop talking!
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well. but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Subipsum funisumus. Can't say I hold a soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing.
So...
It can be healed
That lady on the
rather
right
than
is definitely
killed.
pregnant.
You mean you
And the
won't become
girl.
a killer?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was
But
like,
you
I don't think
will.
she's pregnant.
Mark my word.
I'm like, how the
That's
fuck can you tell from
exactly
here?
what will happen.
That's impressive.
Yes,
I can
bad,
avoid
bad
You think
eyes.
she's pregnant?
We won't ever get along.
No,
I
it was the
suggest
camera
we
angle, I
leave.
think. Now that
Oh.
you're here, it
Sooner
makes
the
no
better.
sense.
I was gonna
Off we
say,
go, then.
I don't
Let's go.
see any, like,
I
lump or
think
anything.
like Discord's distortion was kind of like inflating that area.
Oh, now it's getting dark.
Now they just kill you. You're supposed to leave.
I mean, the only light is here. Can I get out of here? Oh. Alright, I hit E on the door. I'm given 3 options. The Bachelor,
Bachelor.
the Haruspex, and the Changeling. It's only
Bachelor.
unlocked after we do the other 2. Alright, we're doing Bachelor. The history of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated without a shadow of a doubt the pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of the invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious diseases have from time to time wiped towns and cities off the map are undoubtedly among those. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is the story of a person who managed to work a miracle and defeat a seemingly unvanquishable foe.
Noticing a theme with this game. It likes to talk a lot for no reason.
There's quite a lot
Emil
of dialogue.
Dankowski, a Bachelor of Medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate. Dankowski's life work, his theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality, is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be. Suddenly, a letter arrives from a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankowski's claims. There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankowski's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankowski decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
Well, when he said stayed at her place, I didn't expect to be sleeping in a desk.
Well, you know. What else? Where would you sleep, Joel?
You know.
In bed? That's not Christian.
We're not Swishtian though, dude. We don't have to worry about it.
Christian. I think the Swishtians honestly do sleep in chairs. What is this supposed to be?
Yeah, I'm really confused right now. I think it's just showing the major players. I think it's like a dramatic intro, maybe? I'm so lost. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. Ah, yes, of course.
Is this us?
I don't even know.
I'm
It does
assuming
look like
this
the
is
picture.
us.
It also looks like Ben Shapiro. So, honestly, I just wanted to come in here.
Well, you know, Zachary, we're gonna have to do this quickly and quietly, you know.
Oh my god, he looks like Ben Shapiro. Oh no. Oh, she's scary. That face.
Maybe this is why we slept at the desk.
Yeah, we're scared.
We're like, hi, I'm good. No, not the
Drawing's
bed.
supposed to look like what the characters were shown, because that's not. No.
Remember, this is 2005. Give it a tad bit of leeway. I'm more
Um.
questioning the shoes. Did you see how thick the heels of
Yes,
that
I
shoe
did.
were?
Oh
As of
man.
today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality.
Aha. So vampires.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Day 1, by the end of which the bachelor finds himself battling a truly unvanquishable foe. So we have a day to figure something out.
Of course.
Okay, weapons. I have a scalpel, gloves, drugs, morphine,
Yeah.
Meridorm, alpha tablets, and a tourniquet, rations,
I
water,
don't like that there's a tourniquet.
and other kerosene. Alright.
What are any of those useful for in a game that I'm gonna be able to understand?
Where's the door? Oh, here's the door. Oh no.
Oh,
This.
I don't like that perspective.
Yeah, I'm gonna get lost here really easily. Hi.
I had a feeling you would come.
That's what she said.
God damn it, Zach. The sound from the outside wake up too. There's a terrible groan and something snapped loudly.
Oh no.
No, I heard nothing.
Yeah, I don't think we heard that one.
I think there are strangers in the backyard by the pond. They're unlikely to be planning mischief, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep. Why do you think they
Our
aren't
sleep?
planning anything foul? Our population is so thin, crime is basically non-existent here, especially here in the Stoneyard. Sometimes there are pranks, of course. Fight happens occasionally. People are young here, so they often go out at night, but we're a tight community, and now I hear a familiar speech that's not a good sound. I'll
What?
go, I'll go out and take a look, but I'm in a hurry. I must see this founding father of yours.
Wait a minute. None of that.
I Are you willing to trade the company of a fascinated woman for that dreadful old man, even if he is a sorcerer? That's so sad, but Simon won't
Wait,
go
wait,
anywhere.
wait, wait, wait. Sorcerer out of nowhere. Hold on.
Is this teaching us that he's a sorcerer? He
I,
is, he always has been, he always will be. Even if the moon were to fall to the ground, please stay with me a little longer.
I like to think that this game assumed that what do you like exposition is bad, like evil. So they just assume that your character already knows these things. So when it comes up in conversation, it's just like, yeah, whatever. I mean, you already know, right?
I mean, I think what they
I
might be
see
going
it.
for is that they're trying to just teach you some things through dialogue. So he is a
It's
sorcerer.
rudimentary. Yes. Simon is a
Uh,
sorcerer.
Are you in that much of a hurry? Do come around. The canes are asleep now. Take your knockabout coat off. Have a rest in my bed and let me warm your hands. You're so anxious to see Simon as though
Ooh.
your life depended on it.
How are you gonna warm my hands, Eva?
My my life, yes. Now that my laboratory is on the brink of destruction, my whole life's pursuit depends on that remarkable man. If he really has managed to live that long, then his tissues will help me defeat death. Death. So that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself. Isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet.
That first answer is absolutely retarded.
Millions of doctors feed on certain singular occasions, but my enemy is more fearsome. It is death itself rather than a singular. I think it's inevitability.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first
I
one's
don't
like.
understand. I don't really want to have a long
Show
conversation
me.
with this chick. Yes, show
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
It's not far. The Canes live at the Crucible on Bridge Street. But could I offer a bit of advice? Simon has two younger brothers. The eldest of the two, Georgie, is called the Judge by the locals. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak with Simon. The youngest of the three is Victor. His daughter Maria also wanted to see you. It's probably important. Wait, was it she who knew my arrival beforehand? Yes, you told me about it privately. Talking to her is no small task. Maria's not that kind of person. She puts on airs, but that's just how the Canes are. It was Maria who I can't. Oh, God damn it! It's Maria who told me that she would help you defeat death. That's the precise wording. What a coincidence!
Oh my.
Go on, and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They will probably do a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. I have some advice that may have helped you if you need it.
This sounds like one of those games where you're gonna have to like really watch what people are saying about other people, and then whatever.
Okay, so this is the. Oh God! Wait, hold on. Oh.
I'm sorry.
We sometimes differ more widely from our.
I can't hear
Okay, map.
anything.
Hold on. Okay, so this is the map of the city.
What is that?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's terrifying.
that's George.
Oh God.
What?
What?
Why?
The
What
the
is
abattoir? The second book of the Termitary? The first block of the Termitary. The Willows. Andre Stomaton's pub. The Rod. Alright, so I am... Okay, so I'm headed here. But where am I? Oh, here.
Of course.
Alright, cool. So let's go out by the pond. See what lowlifes are outside.
Ben Shapiro, apparently.
We are Ben Shapiro. Oh.
Are we? Also, I know it's 2005, but that's definitely Slenderman.
Huh. Hi there. Venerable Bachelor, please be so kind as to linger for a moment. This conversation won't take much of your time, especially since time stops during dialogues, at least during the important... Oh, God.
I don't
Oh,
like this.
no! Oh, that made me so uncomfortable.
I don't like this.
Do you know the seat raise? Where you
No.
you tense up your legs and you like slide your butt up your chair, you know, and reposition.
Yeah,
I just did that. You know what I'm talking about? The like, oh God.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
Especially since time stops during dialogues, at least during the important ones.
Are you?
And our dialogue is extremely important. You need to know how to play after all, don't you? Who are... Well, I kind of like this one too.
Yeah.
Wait, his name is called the Tragedian, like a tragedy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so fucked. We're whatever is about to happen, we are fucked.
He looks like a bowling ball. We got this. Slide your fingers in his face.
Who are you? A poor tragedian, if you please. A victim of circumstances, just like you. You're mistaken. I am the director, the person in charge of the situation.
Why?
I am not a random actor. Of course you aren't. You are a living, breathing man. As evident from your condition and statuses, you experience hunger, thirst, and fatigue. You suffer from pain, wounds, and disease. You're so lifelike, you have to eat, drink, sleep, and rest. And to make mistakes. The
No,
latter being
say
the
no.
most definitive proof of my human nature, wouldn't you agree? If I may, I'd like to point out just how important it is to keep an eye on your condition. If you get dizzy or unnaturally sluggish, do have it checked up. Vital processes tend to run faster during emergencies than in everyday life. I knew a person who died of stress but was diagnosed with starvation.
What?
Basically, that means we have to watch out for our food, hunger, sleep bars.
But don't trust the diagnosis.
Oh.
Whatever.
Wait, let me double check. If you get dizzy or naturally sluggish, do have it checked up. Vital processes tend to run faster during emergencies in everyday life. I knew a person who No, it's saying that stress will kill you quicker than starvation.
Yeah.
That's what it's
This
saying.
4-second drum loop is really entertaining. What?
Need I remind a wise man like you of the fact that hunger is sated with food? Food can be found in shops, and shops can be found in ordinary houses that are marked with specific signs. Sleep, however, is more complicated. People only sleep in beds and only in private residences around here. I am sorry, but that's just how our world is. Yes, the world is
Yes.
unjust.
Injustice because of I can't sleep in this random person's house.
And quite silly if you're kidding me for saying so. Speaking of commerce, different shops sell similar items at different prices. Make sure you don't get cheated. People can be quite
Aw.
brazen around here. You can also barter with the folk out in the streets. Something might be nothing more than trinkets to you, but others would be willing to give part with their life's blood for them.
You're a bore, mate.
Yes, blood, it's not my place to lecture you, but if following your Hippocratic oath you have even considered easing someone's pain, feel free to just approach them with a suitable drug. You will see their pain receding before your very eyes. The sick fall asleep when they're close to recovery, don't they?
Okay.
Or when they're close
I
to
don't
the
like
ultimate
the
rest.
random eloquence. Like the shift in dialogue, like theme.
Still, helping the hopeless will grant you a good reputation. You'll be seen as a benefactor willing to part with precious sleeping draught or a painkiller for a simple bystander. Alright, let's go see who's...
He probably has food.
Executor?
Oh no.
Halt. I'm going to teach you about the technicalities of the setting, the time and place. It's not essential, but that's just how it is. The actor has to be prepared before he goes on stage, or else he'll fall down the aisle or stumble upon the prompt box. That would look mighty silly, wouldn't you agree? I am listening. Time flies by. It can't be stopped or turned back. Nights follow days, which are then followed by nights. Things happen without any regard for whether you're there to witness them. Don't expect anyone to wait for you. Most events can be missed.
Oh.
Oh.
This game is just trying to tell us you're gonna fail right off the bat.
This...
You gotta eat, sleep.
Oh, this
not
is
die.
interesting. Okay, so there's a looped circuit that happens in this game.
Yes.
Alright. And so it makes sense for you to visit the places that you care about regularly. You'll find people that will play major roles in your fate there. They stand out from the common folk. The rest are just a crowd shot, a background, a bunch of extras. As it has always been. Indeed, still it's best to avoid hasty judgment. It's a paradox, you see. Don't try to care too much for the lives of these bound to stand out people, and don't be too dismissive of the silent crowd. Both extremes will end in tragedy. This world cares for your reputation, a fine and crucial instrument. Your reputation changes the world you see, for it is a mirror, wouldn't you agree? And so a bad reputation can get you into a lot of trouble. Oh, need I describe? You've got vivid imagination. Everything changes from mystical aspects to mundane things like the people you need treating you badly. How many you've got, how high the prices rise, how bad your dreams are. Lots of things. How do I manage my reputation? Oh, I get the feeling this one's gonna be interesting. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not betray, thou shalt not... Do not steal, do not covet, do not be an asshole, do not get caught. The rules are the same everywhere. A truly selfless deed, like risking something for thy neighbor or even a person who lives quite far away, can help in dire situation. I can't see anything this mask. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, don't get too worked up about human lives and don't put too much stock in others' words. Mine included. He who trusts everyone is asking to be deceived.
Oh god.
Definitely. Alright, so...
Let's,
Who's out by the lake? Oh, there's someone out here. Oh. What are you?
Why are there no humans?
No, they're in costumes, dude.
I know. But look at that.
Yeah, he might not be.
Please attack you. sorry. If they started like slowly walking towards you, I'd actually disconnect from this call.
Hi. The worm feels sick, head packed, blood boiling, belly freezing. Let the worm warm up. Let him take a rest. Don't touch us. We're dangerous.
Well, both of those answers are not great. But Ben Shapiro is very dangerous, so clearly.
Oh!
Oh
Fuck.
my god! Don't let Worm beat you. Oh, no.
Oh my god, it's so blurry. Ah! I'm
What
dead.
does that mean?
Whoa, I did a 180.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that one.
What the fuck?
What? I don't like it.
Also, this game's supposed to be horror, by the way.
I see that. How are you supposed to explain this game to someone?
I think that might be one of the reasons I haven't heard of it.
Like, you can't just be like, yes.
It's all about
No.
trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
Hold on,
No.
I'll just hit
No.
E real quick. I think I should be able to open
Yes,
interact the door.
trickery.
I thought
But
you
if
interacted with the
we
door by
ourselves
clicking,
are to
but you
suffer
have to hit
deception,
E.
Oh,
Daniil
good,
Dun-
okay. Oh god. I hope we don't have to talk to that woman again.
No, I don't think we do.
Eva is her name.
By the end of today, we're going to get fucked over. That's what that's saying.
Sounds epic.
Alright, let's go talk to the old guy. Oh, let me outside. Do I have to talk to her first? Alright, guess we're talking to her.
Uh-oh.
I had a feeling you would come.
No, I heard nothing. Why do you think they aren't playing anything foul? Simon is a sorcerer. Cool. Well, let's see if we can do it. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna go down to the end of the street and take a right. Bro, this place is fucking creepy. Look at those clouds.
Yeah, no, it's, everything about this is not nice. Okay.
Alright, so this is the start of the manor. So we head into this door? Yes, we head into the middle house. I don't like that. It's really creepy. Okay, it's a bedroom with a wooden sword.
I like it. Don't
Hi.
like that.
The caprice of our temper is even more whimsical than that of fortune.
Honestly, this voice actor probably went great places.
You resemble an adventurer rather than a doctor. How is it you know me? I saw you in a dream. Don't flatter yourself. My desires have nothing to do with that. I am.
Yep.
I simply saw you take us all by the throat. What else did you see in that dream? I tell you when I think I can trust you.
What does that mean?
I'll hope that happens soon.
What?
I have a lot to tell you, Bachelor Denkovsky, but I dare not until you meet my Uncle Georgie. Otherwise, he'll rip my tongue out for disclosing a secret. I'm looking for Simon. I know, but you'll have to speak to Georgie instead. They're twins, so you won't be too disappointed. Alright, so apparently Simon is waiting in this building over here for me.
Yep, don't walk by the scary campfire, because a worm will beat every part of your body into a ball.
Where's the door to this
Oh.
place?
How
Oh, that clock
charming.
tower is really creepy.
Yeah.
The architecture is just like really gothic.
That tree is not okay.
Sir. Ah, Simon.
The town will meet its
No, this
death
is
at
Georgie.
the hand
Fuck.
of Simon's murderer. That much is certain.
Wait, aren't we supposed to talk to Georgie then Simon?
No, I thought it was the other way around.
Oh. Wait, I thought Simon was the sorcerer, so clearly we can talk to the not sorcerer first, because he was going to teach us how to talk to Simon.
Oh, I thought Simon was the one, Georgie was the sorcerer.
I mean, he looks like a sorcerer. I don't know.
Most venerable doctor, it is with great impatience that we have been expecting you. You need not delve into the minutiae of your business with us, since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work. We are also quite aware of the difficulties you are experiencing, and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. It hurts me
Dr. Ben Shapiro.
It hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, my I don't know that word. Consanguineous? Consanguineous?
Yeah, I guess.
Brother.
Consanguineous.
Can you Google what that means?
Sure.
The creator, the keeper, and embodiment of all that surrounds us has been murdered. Oh, well, guess it's definitely Georgie then. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. My throat sounds terrible. Hold on a second. Alright, I'm back. What's it mean? Zach? Hello?
Oh. Yeah, so it basically just means you have a common ancestor. So,
What?
yeah. It just means that they share an ancestor, I guess.
So my really close brother?
I guess.
Alright, so he has been murdered. I can't believe it.
Oof.
It cannot be. Damn it, why did it just have to happen before I arrived?
You know.
Who did it? Uh, I'm leaning towards 1 or 3.
Go for 3.
Alright, who did it? That is what we want to find out with your help. Oh no. What do you know? My brother was murdered last night under the strangest of circumstances. But for all the mystery surrounding his death, I'd rather eschew the notion that his departure was connected with whoever had visited Simon that evening. The visitor's a man of laudable rectitude, and an old friend of our family. There are witnesses to testify that he and Simon did nothing but converse. Who was the visitor? Someone you know quite well. The man whom my brother saw last night was your colleague, Isidore Barak. Was he not the very person to advise you come here as well? Yes? Isidore has done more than he thinks. I have a lingering feeling that time itself is using uncontestable powers to further its own intentions. What do you think?
I'm no fatalist.
It could be that my mind is clouded by sorrow, but I cannot escape the feeling that your arrival was no coincidence. Your choice was made
What?
for you, my dear doctor. Let us not blame fate for it. Isidore wrote to you without making us aware. He took a risk that could have displeased our family.
Okay.
Really? Maybe?
I guess.
Even though we were uncertain of when you would arrive, my brother was looking forward to meeting you. The tragedy may have been a consequence of the actions he took in preparation for your arrival. Someone has taken a powerful piece from the chessboard, a piece upon which your position here depended. It is doubly regrettable that Simon was playing on your side. Or doubly regrettable. So you presume the queen knew of the blow and sacrificed itself for a pawn?
Okay. I guess that one because it's more interesting.
Yeah. To grant you victory over death, was it not your ultimate aspiration? To help you, Simon seems to have played a very dangerous game with fate itself. He went out of his way to provide you with a body of evidence. What did he do? It is of no importance to me what exactly he did. He took another leap for the stairs and paid a terrible price for it. I repeat, he was murdered. The subject of importance here is the identity of the murderer.
Okay.
Do you want to help us, Doctor? Find the murderer for us. My brother, Victor, who is in the wing next door, would share some of his thoughts on the matter. Help us, and the reward will not disappoint you.
Oh, but it will. Sure. When do we need to do this eating thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Indeed. I'm convinced that if there is anyone at all that can help us solve this puzzle, that it is you. The mission calls for someone as astute and as inventive as yourself. If Isidore was an instrument of fate, then Simon's murder is a message that fate intended for you personally. Do not think I am inclined to blame you for that. I am not. How do you plan to look at the murderer, or look for the murderer? We will take our own measures. The only thing I expect from you is to be yourself. Do only what you think is required. Whatever you find out, whatever you do, whatever your day turns into, everything is a clue to the solution of the puzzle. I repeat, everything that is happening here is happening on your account.
Nice.
Alright, so I can go into that building and talk to the brother. Let's save real quick.
Very interesting music.
Alright.
Okay. Is there a way to view our stats? That building is not okay.
Let me look at controls. Forward, backward, use jump, torch is F, plague finder is V, sneak, reload, inventory, map, diary is Q, letters is L, character status is P. Immunity, hunger, exhaustion, infection.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go talk to this random dude.
Wait, I have a question.
What the
What's up with
fuck?
that picture there, boy?
Oh, is that saying that he's just like a nobody?
Maybe? Makes no sense though, because his model looks like it had more effort put into it than some of the other ones.
You know what this reminds me of in terms of look? Like the people? Like the old school, like, you remember the game that was based off this first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie?
Oh, yes. It does look like that.
Doesn't it? It's,
Yes.
that was one of my favorite games as a kid. I
I'm
love that
gonna
game.
die!
Mm. That was the second one. There was one before it where they were more
Oh,
blocky,
okay.
and it looks like this.
Even better.
Alright. Where's the termitary? Alright, you want to go see the termitary? People
Of
do
course.
not belong there? Well, they just don't. It's not a people's place, but someone has to work there, right? Some folk do. The steppe people, the butchers. That's way outside of your area of expertise, believe me. But that was intriguing, my good man. What is that? What the fuck is this?
Looks like fun. Whoa. What is happening? This music's
What
really weird.
the hell is this? I have so many questions. First off, how is it balancing on that tiny piece of, what, metal?
Yes.
Alrighty, so let's get up to the top then. I am so lost right now. I feel like this is one of those games that had a manual that told you everything.
Oh no.
You know what I'm
It is in
saying?
that era. Yes. Where there's like a novel. Don't go in the hole. What is your problem?
It's not a hole, it's just a black hex.
Oh, just a black hex, of course.
What the fuck is this place? Where am I standing? Oh, here it is. The polyhedron.
Hmm.
Okay. Thanks, game.
Yeah, but
Thanks for giving me nightmares. Wait, is this a diagram of the polyhedron on the polyhedron? It is.
interesting.
Oh, that hurt. A lot.
That hurted.
We hear some squishy mofos.
Yes.
Um, yeah. Like that is. Um, why don't we stay inside the town's edges?
I mean, yes. Why don't we? Didn't you notice the terrifying markings in the map outside of town?
I noticed a couple, but I didn't see any on that left
Yeah.
side till now. Oh, alright, where the hell are you, sir?
I feel as though my blood is getting thicker. An omen, is it not?
I'd hate to repeat myself, but what the fuck?
I love his eyes. Look at
The
that.
famous Dr. Denkovsky. Your arrival is a great honor for us. Victor Kane is at your service.
I love that name.
I foresee that things have become ordinary for us will probably make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed. I would like to compensate for that impression. You know our small community has fallen us out of the loop. Time leaves us behind. What do you mean? I mean the traditions. Games that we play with passion will most likely be of no interest to you. The people here you may meet here may seem eccentric, naive, or even somewhat deranged. Please take it easy on us. Don't judge us too strictly.
Yes?
Oh boy.
Georgie has told me everything, which is to say that he told me very little, but it was enough to astound me. He maintains that you can provide a more detailed account. Alright, so I don't really think we care enough about this guy to avenge his death yet. So we just were looking to meet him. But I think either 1 or 3 could be interesting.
Yeah, 3 sounds interesting.
When was Simon last seen? He sent Isidore home. Then an hour later, he came to this hall to see us. He announced his plans to withdraw to the Focus and receive no one. He told us not to approach the Focus and to fast for a week, partaking of neither meat nor water. Then in the morning, he was found dead. How was he found? The servants discovered him in the morning. The room had been ransacked. Everything that was breakable had been broken. His disfigured, contorted body.
Everything breakable. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, I hope.
His disfigured, contorted body bore signs of terrible suffering. His neck was twisted, his spine broken, I think. No one has touched the body. It is currently inside the Focus and will remain there for a prescribed amount of time. What's this
It's pretty nice.
Focus? It's hard to explain. It's a study, if you will. An extraordinary, spacious, creative laboratory, almost perfectly sealed off, except for the door that was visible at all times, metaphorically speaking. It's like an equation or a mirror puzzle. Anyway, the murderer could not have been hiding there, take my word for it.
Jeez.
Did Simon exist at all?
Probably not.
Alas. His death is a challenge to our continued existence. We are neither insane nor suicidal. Who do you suspect? Take a look around, trust your intuition, do whatever you like, speak to whoever you feel the need to, look for the murderer doctor and you will find them. Keep looking till the last breath. I'm sure your rational thinking will help you. I'll show you, but you must be careful. Simon's murderer, whoever they are, could not be an ordinary person. I can't imagine them even being a person. I fear it could only be fate, wearing the guise of a mysterious monster. Alright, where the I want to find out where where
Perhaps
this
Oginski
focus
is settled.
is. But that dialogue option was not available to me. So
No,
is the
no.
focus this like metaphorical place that he goes to or something?
Apparently, I'm a little confused. This game's also called Pathogen, and so far that
Pathologic.
hasn't. Oh, Pathologic. Well, we're dead. I don't even. Why do we have immunity?
Alright, let's head over there, I guess. Alright, so we're heading this way. Man, this town is huge. I mean, like, think about this. This game was made in made in 2005.
Yeah, it's got a huge town. I guess it was a PC game, so it would have a little bit bigger of a town. But
It's a person.
that's a person. They're just gonna immediately hit you. Oh. She's absolutely useless. Why is she here?
Oh, this is what they were talking about with certain people that just are there in the background. They're just, like, not supposed to be focused on, I feel like. Maybe? Oh, I'm gone the wrong way. Fuck. Alright, it's this way. What the hell is this place? The creepiest park ever. Alright, this way.
Nice.
I'm getting vibes of greatness. Maybe. You know what I mean? Like,
It's got a
there's the
glint
whiff
of something.
Yeah, there's the whiff of something.
Everything else is very not good.
I get the feeling this game really wants you to do whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah. The food thing is a little odd to me. Like, it sounds like it's combining some things. I don't know. It's kind of weird. That's a dog.
That is a dog. What is this place? Don't know, but it has a bowl outside. Is it a restaurant? Looks like it. Okay. Hi. A scalpel. Oh, these are my items. What's he have? Crackers, vegetables, milk, dried meat, and fresh meat. Thank you. Alright. Oh, you look different. Yeah, I'm just gonna say everything will be fine and leave whatever that was alone.
Yeah, that was interesting. What,
Other
why does
dude.
everyone walk like they're dying?
Because they are.
Uh,
Oh, I thought that was like a creature or something, and then I saw the wheel and I was like, okay.
I want to find a house where you're supposed to buy food, because that was the thing that's happened. Or, like, the guy said. Like, there's houses that you can buy food in.
What is this?
I don't know. It's very disturbing, though.
The doors are huge. Is it a church? Hello? Hello? Hello?
We're empty.
There's only 2 rooms to this whole building? That's so weird. Alright, let's head in the other doors. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there's some. Oh. Oh fuck, this is a. Oh shit. There's dead bodies in there. That's probably like the morgue, hopefully?
Hopefully. I don't like him doing that. Is that something writing under there?
No,
Or is it
those are
just
bloody
fingerprints?
handprints.
I know, I thought there might be something written in there, but
Alright. Man, this guy's house is really far away.
yeah.
I'm really confused why I'm getting stuttering. Let me see if I can change some settings real quick.
It's kind of odd.
I don't need anti-aliasing right now. Maybe that'll fix it. Oh,
It probably won't. This game's probably just so old that it's not optimized for modern
probably.
CPUs.
It's quite stuttering though, like Jesus Christ. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me save real quick. I'm gonna try to boot the game with an older software. Forget how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's create
Yeah,
desktop
yeah.
shortcut. Alright. Where's the run with admin option or run with past versions properties? Previous versions, general, web document, secure, details, security. Alright, guess there's not an option to run it in an older operating system.
Apparently not.
Sorry guys, I tried. Are you still getting streamed information?
No. It's
Oh.
not. Sorry.
Let me restart this. So here's something interesting. Alt-Tab doesn't work on this game. Start
Traces of the
does.
supernatural reveal themselves.
Classic.
Oh, here's a cutscene.
Oh, this intro.
Maybe this is what we were missing. Is this the chick we talked to?
Yeah. I don't know. What?
Oh, is this like a drum procession? Or marching procession?
It's like... I don't know. Is
Uh,
that a body? What the heck? That's the thing that
or like a
everyone-
Stitch clock?
Yeah, that's the thing that the NPCs had as their picture. I'm so confused. This is not answering anything.
Why are the kids the one burying it?
I have so many questions.
Okay, so here's my thoughts. Let's play through the game once, because I get the feeling this game's gonna be shorter. They left the body unfinished. Or like unburied.
Unfinished. You have to finish your body. So
You mean like like they left it the body,
Yes.
the burial
Yes.
site open.
it is just a doll.
But then will I go through the... Okay, so let's finish this game once, because I get the feeling this game's shorter rather than longer. And then, once we finish it, let's debate... Like, let's make sure we understand as much as we can. and if we need to look up something, otherwise we play it again. Because I'm getting the feeling that the different... I'm curious what the different, like, what the different choices or things are between the different 3 people we got to pick from. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, if I don't move my mouse that much, oh, there it goes. I was gonna say it doesn't freeze up that often, but it seems to be less at least. Good God, there's a lot of dogs. What is this
How
thing?
dare. Why does this part of town just look worse?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We accidentally walked into a slum.
Alright, this is his house. Nope, that's not it. It's on the other side of this one. Okay. How do you get into this house?
No one knows.
Hello there. A foul murder. Oh no. Occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice.
Why is they're both bad responses?
Who was killed?
You know.
Well, you're not a local, sir, so you're unlikely to understand the loss we've suffered, but it's Isidore Barak, a great surgeon, a benefactor to us all, and an all-around skilled doc, an outstanding man, beloved and well-respected by us locals. Does it really always have to take the very best? What a foul time to live in. I knew him. I'm a doctor, too. Whoever killed our only doc must surely be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make cuts or incisions, because he was a warden. He knew his lines alright. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life too, and this is merely the beginning. What makes you... Oh god, the voice crack. My throat is so dry right now. What makes you think the 2 cases are connected? Zachary, you read that while I get more water.
Well, who would have the heart to attack such men? Heart to attack, If you had asked me yesterday, I'd have told you no one would dare inflict such an ugly wound on this. But there is someone, it has to be just that. Someone. Although it looks fishy, if you ask me. That thing was no man. That's what I think. What the heck?
Explain yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Do I need to keep reading?
Yeah, it's because I'm drinking the water.
Ah, yes. See, this murderous deal was almost serious. There was a tap stuck in the victim's chest. Go ahead, bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that. There you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor. Why is there a period there? For the deceased had been a renowned step walker. Okay, Discord. And the dust was all covered in hoof steps and like traces of sharp bone, I guess? As if someone was using a walking stick around there. I'm telling you, it's her. The Shabnaka deer. The clay man-eater. What the hell? The clay man-eater. With claws?
I went to inspect the building.
Do you? Am I gonna...
Yes.
We've been assigned to this post, Alexander.
You'll do the guards.
The head of the Samarov family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still powerful and very much respected. For it is they that that's been responsible for maintaining worldly order and public safety in the town since olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's their rod. You just take that. What? You just take that road up there and get to the gate. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. Yeah, you. Okay. Why? What rod? Oh, the rod. Oh. Okay.
What's burning over there?
The dogs.
Oh no.
So, hell.
They did say events would be missed. I'm joining in.
Okay. What have you done?
Wow, she is not wearing that much. Why are there other bodies
that aren't burning?
We just missed. Okay, that's the end of that cutscene.
That was odd.
Yeah. You want to go see what this big building is right here and be terrified? The building that's not for people, or so they say.
Or so they say.
Oh, that's a creepy archway. I don't like that archway. Alright, apparently it's to the left. Ooh. A heart. Is that a brothel?
I hope so.
You hope so.
I mean, with these graphics.
Is that your quirk, Zach?
Yeah, of course. What is that building?
This is the building, or this is the lower part of the building.
Oh, holy crap.
This is where all the dog barking is coming from.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Oh no. This is the other part of it.
Man.
Alright. It may just be me, but I'm getting some serious Lovecraft vibes.
I'm not getting Lovecraft vibes, I'm getting just terrifying game vibes.
Like, I'm getting,
maybe.
like, you're gonna
The
go...
building is a little...
You're gonna go fight something that you're not gonna be able to stop, and there's these massive fucking terrifying...
Could be. That's a big train.
You ready?
Of course. Oh no.
That's all the light you get? Oh.
Oh, what?
It's just a wall.
I'm glad this is here.
Alrighty. Maybe that's what it meant by not for people. You can't enter.
Of course.
But yeah, no, so there's that thing is apparently two leveled. We're looking at level 1, and then there's level 2 on top of it. Hey, Google what a termitary is. Or
Oh yeah.
Is it like a prison? Like, what is a...
Another term for termitarium. How the hell?
Yeah, thanks for that dictionary. So helpful.
A colony of termites?
Any other definition?
No, that's what it means.
That is the largest fucking termite colony in existence.
It might be like a slang term.
What is this?
What the heck? The key of... What?
There's a button down here. When you click it, you get this.
I'm glad.
Alright, so we are... Where? Where are we? Ah, there we are. Okay, so we need to go this way. We're gonna go down and then take a right. Alright, once we get a solid way into this, if it's still not making sense, I'm gonna like watch a video on stream that
Yeah.
explains this. Cause this game
It's
might be
so
one of those
far.
games that's so antiquated we're never gonna be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm worried that that might be a problem.
Yep.
That's a really
Did
weird
people
shape up.
just have more time back then to talk to every NPC?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Are you a kid? We all know about you.
No, I don't think so.
That's a
What?
that's
what?
a kid.
What are you?
Dude, why does these little girls look like they have a dude's face?
Because they do. They stole it. It's a rough town, Joel. Oh boy.
This is the definition of a boyish look.
Why does the walk animation? There's honestly a lot of NPCs in this game.
There
I mean,
are.
they're not doing much, but they're there. Oh god, this house.
Just because we wanted more gothic for your gothic.
Hey, we've been here. Haven't we? Isn't that the same lady?
No, she's not.
That's a really cool painting.
Cool? That looks fucking
Yeah.
creepy as hell. And I don't even, not even scared of spiders. I think they're awesome, but God.
Talk to her. Oh god, that aim thing's weird.
My eyes look just like buttons, don't they?
What? What do you mean? Sounds a little crazy.
The only proper way for a duel to end is with the death of one of the fighters. That's what battles are supposed to be. Any conflict that has two sides inevitably turns into a battle of good and evil. I never liked black and white mentality.
Yeah, I mean. Also, the font just went like crazy on my screen. So. What?
I'm not speaking metaphorically or metaphysically. I'm talking about a very particular battle. You are one of the combatants, Bachelor Denkovsky. Do you favor good or evil? I favor winning. Spoken like a true warrior. I truly wish you victory, Bachelor, even though I doubt there can be a victory at all in this battle.
What?
Oh god.
This fight is very likely to end in your favor. Does a clay and bone man-eater leave traces of the kind you've witnessed? It's only a spell, an illusion. They just prefer to see it this way. It makes it easier for them. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you will have to fight to the death. Even if it were a metaphor, the ending is still unambiguous. If you don't find out what happened before nightfall, you will die. How do you know all this? I'm clairvoyant? What's the nature of your visions? This should not be your primary concern at the moment. You should concern yourself with the number of minutes you have left, and that number is dwindling. I don't throw predictions around. Others will tell you how often they have come true. Do heed my words. Alright. So where is it?
Show me.
I'm in the right house. Alright, so it's gotta be in the back right then. Where the fuck is this guy I need to speak to? Ah, it's on this side of the building.
Interesting. Oh boy.
The outcome was to be
So
expected,
finally
I'm
good to
afraid.
see you.
Simon
Yes,
was
you
doomed.
really... Oh, can you do this voice? My throat's killing me.
I can't read right now. Discord has decided to not allow that. It's all
Fine. So, finally I get to see you. Yes, you really do look like a messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the changes with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. Do you think we're on the verge of an especially unhappy era? No grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. The country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinion in high regard? I
Neither
basically
the
said
sun nor
no.
death can be looked at without winking.
Of course.
Who said that?
So you've come to meet with Simon, have you? What can I do for you now? I actually came to meet with Isidore, so I came to meet, but it turns out that he's been murdered. Yes, looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life, too. At least that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Were there any traces? Look, I haven't been there myself. I'm quite content with interrogating suspects, especially since we already know who we're after. You can join the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. Who is it, then? You wouldn't believe it. His own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learned, huh? A wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab the inheritance. Wait, how'd you figure that out? It's all in honesty, it's hard to explain to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance, Bachelor? Is everyone in this town clairvoyant?
I mean, so far, yes, even the little girl.
Is that the twist? They're all clairvoyant? So they all know what's going to happen before it happens?
I guess so.
Of course I do. Well, then you should get to know my wife then, or better yet, those who already have had the opportunity to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters first and foremost, rationalists. She's got something to say to you too, by the way. There's a few good analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here, except for one Yulia Luracheva, perhaps? A most level-headed and reasonable person, a layperson to remain skeptical about Katerina's talents too. Without a shadow of a doubt, she has her own picture of events. She always does. What is this Yulia? She came with an engineer team when the town was being rebuilt. Logistics or maybe communications, not sure. They said she was a true expert in her field. Smart, yes. A polymath? What is a polymath?
I don't remember, but it's a polymath.
Like a mathematician to multiple fields?
I think so.
Okay. Then the team left, but she stayed. She has my respect, but not my fondness.
A person of wide-ranging knowledge or learning. It's like a Renaissance person.
Alright, so I guess we're headed there then. I still didn't get access to the house, though.
Oof.
But whatever. I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm not. I'm going the right way because there's a gate there. Alright, Zachary, give me your thoughts.
On what's happening?
The game.
Honestly, I have no clue what is happening in this game, and the music's disturbing, the visuals are disturbing, the characters' speech patterns are very disturbing. I'm pretty sure the game is trying to make me go insane.
That could be interesting.
I want to go into the big building, though, the termitary or whatever.
As do I.
As do I.
Alright, so we're headed to the right. What the fuck are you?
Yeah, what is that? That's not normal.
Is there anything normal
Hey,
here?
there's a clothes shop. We should go in there.
I don't think I have money.
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
It seems to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before, I had no trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation out of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I am dying?
I just realized that the soundtrack is very similar to Fallout's soundtrack, like the original Fallout. It didn't hit me until just now.
The steppe air is way too thick. I think that's what caused it. Oh no, Herba Trevinia is in blossom, I grant you, but then it blooms every year. Every year the steppe is filled with stupefying vapors. The issue I'm having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It's just that I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. You don't seem to understand what I'm saying. Let me elucidate. A single word someone utters may precipitate the birth of their own murderer. This line of philosophizing is barely an intellectual novelty, and it's particularly relevant in our neck of the woods. I sometimes feel like I could touch the notions of cause and effect with the tip of my fingertips. But now I'm being tedious, I reckon.
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon was doomed.
So you've traveled all the way out here only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered? Is that how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to those most unfortunate circumstances. I want to find out who killed them. Sebrov told me I should ask you. I'm certainly no better investigator than you. I never had a chance to search for a murderer before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. Shabnakadir is the simple man's scarecrow. I would have followed a different narrative. What kind of narrative?
Oh,
In this
boy.
case, I would suggest that Simon was poisoned by the Canes, I would have thought, but I know their family all too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by the arrogance toward anyone who is not one of them. They hold the princely sage who stands at the head of their family in highest esteem. They believe that a single dishonorable act will tarnish the name for generations to come. I doubt any of them would have stooped to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not. Why poisoned? I don't seem to understand what he... I don't believe you understand what he died in focus really implies. Do you know what the Canes referred to as focus? You don't seem to grasp the semantics of this term. These are the Canes for you. Their kind of innuendos are their forte. The focus is nothing but an abstraction, quite the opposite in fact. It is governed by mathematically rigid regularities. You see, no one but the owner of a focus may get inside. This only means that Simon had brought the killer with him, or rather within him, since no physical object may be brought into focus either. So it's like a echo chamber?
I guess.
Or like a magical portal dimension that only you can enter? And you sit in there
That
naked since
sounds
there's no
about
physical object?
code why. Yeah.
Wait, but they said the servants went in. So how the fuck did they see him inside the focus?
Oh no.
How do you know that? Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate about all manners of
Who
synthetic
doesn't?
anomalies. They will never pass up the opportunity to devise a Kunststuck? Kunststuck.
Kunststuck.
But the second U has the double dots. I don't know what the difference in pronunciation is. That
I don't know.
that would allow them to warp space, challenge physics, or manipulate optics. Metaphysically, a focus could be compared to a camera obscura. Do note the name is not unfitting. No, it is entirely impossible for someone to get
Google
inside.
says it's not a word, so I don't know.
Simon was disfigured and bleeding. His bones were broken. Is that so? Well, this does introduce a different perspective. Did you say Isidore was the last person to see Simon? The question is, who did he see before? The sun had not yet set when Isidore returned from the steppe. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the few missing hours? He warned Saburov of an upcoming storm. I don't know, but Saburov interpreted his coming as an omen of coming unrest among the workers. He was? Alright, let me suggest then that while he was in the steppe, he saw or learned something that was wanted to report to all three ruling families. In this case, either the Olgaminsky family should have been in his itinerary, especially since Barak was one of their own men. Really? Definitely. The Bull Project, from the abattoir to the railway, is connected by the Olgamsky family. If Isidore's discovery had anything at all to do with the kin, Isidore would have certainly related to Vlad. So do make sure to pay a visit to the Lump. That's the name of the Olgimsky mansion. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree? Oh, I'm so lost, Zachary.
So far, it's like reading a book, but you have to like.
It's like reading a book halfway through the book.
Yeah,
And you're like, I feel like I missed the setup to all of these scenes and characters, but
every time
so
you
I
walk
don't.
around the dystopian town, you
So
find
I
a new page of the book.
Yeah, you find a new page of the book that you don't have the setup for either, and you're just like, ah.
I'm glad I have this.
Yeah, I'm glad I know this now. Thanks for that useful piece of information.
Oh god. I just want to find another worm encounter. That was honestly the best part of this game.
Yeah, I thought about going back, and then I was like, but maybe not.
Are there weapons? Will they kill worms?
I mean, I'm assuming so. I have a weapon thing.
Huh. Oh, even knife.
Oh, where the fuck did it go? Did I drop it? I must have dropped it. Give me back the knife.
Equip it? Oh, I guess. Huh.
Now I have it equipped. Alright, so we're heading down this way. I can't tell what time of day it is. And that's really concerning considering we have until nightfall before we're murdered. I'm assuming by the thing that killed them.
Yeah, that was not good.
Right, like that's the thought process, is that whatever killed them is gonna kill us at night. At least that makes sense in my head.
I don't know. He did say night cycles were a thing, though, and that you should probably sleep at night.
Well, no, but he also said that if we don't solve it by the end of tonight, we're going to die.
But that's an empty threat. I hope.
How the fuck is you're going to die by nightfall an empty threat?
Well, I guess nightfall's in a while, because so far we haven't made any progress towards not dying.
Zachary.
Oh, Worm. Hello there. Why is he here?
Why is there a painting of Worm?
Why are you doing that pose there, sir?
Fortune turns all things to the advantage of those on whom she smiles.
Did you understand anything he just said?
No, I was hoping that you did.
Okay, cool.
Fortune.
Something about fortune and smiling. Ah, Bachelor Dunkovsky. Of course. Who else could be so dapper? I've heard quite a lot about you. Have you taken a look around? Be sure to check the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways. Do you think I've come to inspect this town? Come now, that's precisely what I'm saying. The sanitary inspection testified last year that the Bull project is in order. Nothing to cavil at. Everything's fine. Good for you. I can see we're not really seeing eye to eye. The project is special, very special. That means common standards do not apply here. That would be very naive. You're probably mistaken. We have something else nothing to do with your enterprise.
Someone
Yes, getting everything back on track won't be an easy task. I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague, Isidore Barak, about the manner of his death to be precise. Alright, so he says that wasn't he killed by a demon with a talon in his wound? So there's an option to say really from you or right, a demon. Why didn't I think of that? So obvious. I don't.
Obvious.
Obvious. No need to put on airs, like you know life. Scarcely off the train and full of scorn already. Oh, I know these big city manners full well, yet the capital is 1,000 versts away, as is any other decently civilized place, if you catch my drift. And you didn't let me finish.
Of course. So Simon was killed by this thing.
It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example. A scoffer if I've ever seen one. And now even he believes it's real. He went off his head a bit. You're on the steppe now, esteemed sir. Eastern and backwards. The dead arise from their graves here. Clay dummies dance and bulls talk. How do we catch this creature? I have no idea. I'm not a steppe man. These animals are only as interesting to me as they are productive. It's all as good as long as the plow is pulled. As for how they're quacking among themselves, who would seriously take interest in that? Why was I cursed with a son like this? Oh, my sins, my grave sins. So your son bears little resemblance to you? He rubs elbows with the rabble, the butchers, londonge, shepherds, and gatherers. Learn their tongue, collects their legends. He doesn't keep them in check at all. They even dare come to visit him within the premises of the town. If you see a worm creeping through the streets, he's definitely looking for my son. What's wrong with them visiting within the premises of the town? They're dangerous, they're aggressive, and they hate everyone who isn't a step person. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with their teeth and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if they're spotted within the town, countermeasures are taken.
Oh. Why does everyone know crap but us? This game is built very condescendingly. It's like everyone knows.
So your son knows who the murderer is? Perhaps you're even giving the shelter to them? Hold your horses. You want to talk to my blockhead? No, you've nothing to talk about. He's not here, thankfully. I don't want you two to meet. You hear me? These are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them. I won't leave it at that. I'ma talk to this boy. I bet it's those people at the lake. I'm heading there.
Yep. Kill him.
Alright, so we'll head to this way, right?
That would be interesting if that's the plot development, that Worm's his son.
No, not the worm, the guy that was with the worm.
Oh, okay.
I hope they're still there.
Oh, God.
Alright, we'll head around this. Wow, you actually still don't look like a little girl. Alright, never mind. Dude, why do they look like guys?
You know. Don't ask questions.
Alright. Obviously, I don't judge the game too harshly. It was made in 2005. But then again, Silent Hill was made in like the 90s or early 2000s.
I was gonna say.
So like,
you know when like Wind Waker was made, like what, 2003 or something?
yeah. But I'm getting the feeling this was a bit budget.
Yes.
I'm definitely getting that vibe. Budget 2005. Alright. Let's head back into this house. Oh, the two of them are still standing there.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
If only we knew how to get.
They're not in the backyard anymore.
Dang.
That's both cool and terrifying.
Yes, I don't know where they are, and that's scarier than knowing at least where they are. Oh, well, not you. Didn't we find a picture of him dancing on like blood?
Well, there were bloody handprints on the poster underneath him. I don't know what that means. What is this sign? A snake wrapped around a gauntlet?
I mean, medicine? Potions? Drugs?
Medical supplies. Alright.
Straight up crack.
Cocaine. You want some?
I got meth, coke, a little bit of Adderall.
Alright, so what's the plan now then?
I don't know.
Alright.
I'm lost. We gotta find those guys, I think.
Cathedral. The polyhedron. What's the swampland out there?
Somewhere we need to go, apparently.
I'm gonna head back to the termitary and just wait till nightfall. And then, if that doesn't answer questions, I will be doing Googling in YouTube videos. Because right now I'm genuinely, like, it's not even lost at this point. It's like, I don't know if playing the game will answer it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just I'm confused. It's I'm confused that I'm worried that I'm not going to get answers.
Again, it seems like the kind of game that you gotta like play for a long time
Before it
and
makes
talk to
sense.
everyone and put it together. Yeah. Because so far it's been like just randomly picking pieces.
You know what? It shrink the face a little bit. It kind of looks like PewDiePie. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Oh
when
my
he did like
gosh.
the pigtails
Yes.
thing.
Yes. Oh my god.
So we need to make that a meme. Alright, take a
Oh,
screenshot, Zach.
I mean, click.
Okay, now she's
I'm
looking
sh-
at me. Hold on. F12. Beautiful. Now I'll just crop
my
that and stick
gosh.
that on the PewDiePie thing.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Why did she look like PewDiePie? Is it just because she's a white blonde person with a masculine face?
And pigtails. Oh, and if I can find that heart place again, we should stop by there real quick.
Oh yes, of course.
Like, we even look at this one.
I mean, she tiny.
He?
Why is she? It's a gnome.
It's a gnome. Yeah, this was the poster. So
Yeah,
there was like a
that's
whole text box or something that's just blocked out
and it got blocked out.
by blood. I don't know how I feel about that. Man. This game, though. What are you hiding from me? Please tell me. Go on the Steam, look at the reviews, tell me what it says. See if we can learn something from them. Oh, I walk all the way over here.
Yep, I'm doing it.
And is it positive? I thought it was pretty positive.
It looks like it. Yeah. Okay, very interestingly, it has very good reviews.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna start reading.
Out loud, please. If you don't mind.
They're all kind of not the best reviews. They're just like very nice, very cool, awesome. One of them said something about the step and having a vacation there. This game sucks. I love it. It's great. 38 hours. What the heck? And he recommended it.
Maybe it did make all the players go mad. Also, the heart building is locked.
Dang it!
Sorry. You don't get to see the naked PewDiePie.
It's a cross between a visual novel and a walking sim with a bunch of auxiliary game mechanics that have been stapled onto an crude attempt to make their attempt to create something profound or entertaining is undercut by the agonizing amount of oversight. I like to give the benefit of the doubt to a game from 2005, but it fails at pretty much every level. After trudging through 70 hours of this aggravating experience, I came to the conclusion that it simply isn't a game. Therefore, I will refer to it as an experience from here on out. Oh boy, this is a long review. The one redeemable quality here is the fascinating base concept. The idea of a mysterious plague town that you're working to cure is brilliant. They didn't apparently focus 100% on it. The objective is to save the town. I'm going to try not to spoil.
I found a way inside the building.
There isn't really any agency in what's happening. It just kind of happens. it's like a written narrative that you're kind of going through, kind of like what we picked up on earlier.
Mm.
The combat's really bad. The survival mechanics are like just there. Adding difficulty, they just kind of rob you. Nice. This
Zach.
plague thing.
Look,
Yes. Oh no. Oh no.
I found a way inside the building.
Oh no. Apparently there's a plague cloud or something. So.
Well, that's locked. What about this one? Will you talk to me? Will you talk to me? Will you talk to me? Alright, can I go in?
Apparently, it's one of those games where you do something really bad and then you have to reload the game because now you know not to do it. You know what I mean? Kind of like a lot of old games where like you just walk into a room and you get shot immediately and you're like, oh, okay, I'll reload. That's always fun.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god, he's picking up on what we were thinking. Just about everyone in town talks like they're the author's avatar.
Like they're what?
The author's avatar. Yeah, basically it's kind of a visual novel that you're just going through.
Alrighty. Then
So
let's keep going through it.
These guys are kind of cool looking. Even though the same person copied over, but okay.
Let's see if we can get inside the building now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna head to the left. So even if he didn't expressly give me permission, I'm okay with lying to these guards.
Awesome.
Alright, so we go down this road. Split off. Here. And go in here. Aha!
Oh yes, I can read now.
Alright, we get to go in. He said it's dangerous,
Music.
but we can.
I mean, what would be amazing? Are you kidding? What? What?
I am lost. I'm heading back to that guy and seeing if there's another dialogue option. If I can find, oh, there's me. Alright.
Yes.
Because I'm really confused. And the plot has not continued past him, so... Well, no, technically the plot did continue past him because we talked to the chick. But we didn't continue past her. So we need to go back to her then. I want to stop by his house just to make sure that we can't do something with him.
The outcome was to be expected, I'm afraid. Simon was doomed. My chest hurts.
I can't get the option to ask to go inside the building. Alright, so this isn't necessarily an RPG per se. And what we thought this was going to be.
No.
Alright, so what do you think about games like this, Zach?
Sometimes visual novels are very entertaining. This one, not so much. Mostly frustrating.
Taking everything we know now, what would make it entertaining?
If it was more streamlined
Wow, it actually
and
lets me
less
in this one.
around.
Ah, the heart is a
There's a lot of
restaurant
random
with a
walking around.
dancer.
I was gonna say it's not just a restaurant. Uh, I don't
Uh,
even
There's nothing
know.
left here.
that painting is not Twitch appropriate.
Is it not?
What do you mean, is it that?
No, is it not?
Why
It's
are you
pretty.
standing there like a dummy?
Can't talk to her.
Where are there lizards?
There are quite a lot of lizards, aren't there? Maybe he has kebabs.
Oh no, not the Fallout meme. No, what would make this game better is if it was more streamlined. Like it isn't very well outlined. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of just all laid out for you. It doesn't have a progression. It seems, or a very linear progression at all, or easy to follow. If it was easier to follow, it'd be more interesting. I think.
Apparently,
That's my
there's a
personal.
sequel to this game.
Yeah, one of the Steam reviews said play the second one. It's the same game but better.
Oh.
They still recommended this game though. It's funny. I feel like this is one of those games that has really good reviews only because people are not understanding how to use Steam reviews.
I feel like this is okay. Either one of two things. Either one, this is one of those games that hard sells you the further you go,
Maybe.
because I could see that happening. Or the alternative is there are those people who just like weird games like this,
Yeah, there
and they're the
definitely
only
are.
ones who bought it in the first place.
Yeah. This was a weird game back in 2005, so yeah. Ah, interesting.
Isn't this that block place?
It does look like it, doesn't it?
I'm afraid.
So
I'm
you traveled all the way only
really
here.
slow.
What do you make of all this? Wisecrack I know says that while you're trying to complete the portrait of the killer is busy painting yours. Hilarious, is it not? The hunter becomes the hunted. However, to put it bluntly, you've become the keynote of this particular plot. The intrigue is so rich it will keep you busy for a week, if not longer than that. What would you do if you were me? If you want my advice, please, I wouldn't trust what our feudals tell you. The perpetual triangle of influence means that every party connected will do their best to use your authority to their own benefit. I'm not that conceited. Perhaps people of lower standing would not try to use me. It is more likely that people of such standing will be much too scared to cooperate. Given your position, you may want to try your luck with the shadowy cabinet of a local nobility, the woman of influence. They know much more than simple town folk, yet they care much less about the families in power. Who are these lady aristocrats? Such lady aristocrats, such a way of saying it will be of relevance strictly within the next specific context of values and perceptions characteristic of a black woods hole like ours. The catch is that the aristocracy is not defined by birthright here, rather the status is granted by the degree of enigmatic fascination that a woman is possessed of. Questionable background, audacity of demeanor, you know, the whole assortment. Lara, Eva, yours truly, and last but not least, Maria. I wouldn't listen to Katerina if I were you. Her morphine habit has turned her into a walking corpse. The others, however, are liable to deceive. You don't like being lied to, do you?
I don't like seeing you.
Probably I can't stand it. I see. Perhaps you like being played with then? Even less so. In this case, Maria seems your best pet. She is too arrogant to lie and too respectful to dare to play with you. You should value the affection of someone this proud, but I digress. What is your intended course of action? It depends. It seems the Canes have become so considerate as to promote their rank of bait. I think there is no need for any special efforts to play that role. The main thing is to be available. Alright, so I'm supposed to go back to Maria then?
I guess so.
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon was doomed.
Alright, so to Maria we go. Maria was the chick we talked with at the beginning, right?
Yes. That's what I'm thinking. It might be a different Maria. But yeah, her name was Maria.
And then it's probably her. So look at Pathologic 2. Tell me what that is.
Got it.
I'm curious. Because I like the concept, so maybe if Pathologic 2 is like a better version of this,
Yeah.
I might give that one a try.
It looks like a very new thing. Hold on. So it was released in May of 2019.
Oh, it's
literally
very recent.
Yeah, it looks like it's literally a remake, I think.
Fascinating. What are the reviews on that one?
Very positive as well. Huh, yeah. All the reviews are very, very, very positive. And in depth about like how good the writing is and all that crap. Also, that painting with the girl in it, not okay.
She doesn't have a mouth.
It's not okay.
Look at her legs.
Yes, everything's not okay. Wait, is that the clay person maybe? Comes and eats
I
you at night.
hope not.
If I see that, I'm leaving.
No, you're not. You're not fucking leaving me. You hear me? No. No, you are not leaving me. Alright, let's head back over here. I think she's in here. Yeah, here you are.
Yes.
Now listen closely. The time for collusion, secrets, and alliances has come. I'm going to ask something of you. I am not used to that. I'm used to holding the reins, but you are not hardest, so it would be unacceptable to address you in this manner. I find solace in the fact that my request will be welcome with you. It fits the style of your venture. You better be polite. I apologize if my words come across as mangled and silly. I'm truly not used to asking, but the nature of my request demands complete and selfless humility. Just imagine me begging and kneeling, and believe me, I do feel that way. Today's death was the first, but it won't be the last. Simon has opened the score of irreplaceable victims. Soon the number will multiply. I beg you to preserve the lives of several people within the lines of their fortune cross yours. Before any of them dies, there will be a moment when you will be able to intervene. I know that for a fact. Who are these people? That doesn't matter. Wait, what?
Well, you know.
Save some people for me. Who? It doesn't matter. What was
No, don't
destined to
worry.
happen will happen. You can be whatever you want to be, but not a coward choosing to hear no evil and run away from reality. I will give you a list I know of. These people are bound to you. There is a tight spring of power within each of these people. Each of them can break the routine of human existence and become something greater. They are standing on the verge of their humanity, gazing into the realm where they could serve a different, higher purpose without even knowing it. Moreover, they are bound to make the leap in one way or another. That's why we simply call them the Bound. I don't know. I'm not a mistress yet. The future is not as clear to me as I would prefer, but I can feel the present. I can already distinguish a dubious guess from the pulse of the precise knowledge devoid of words and images. These people are bound to you. Your lives are connected. I wouldn't have asked you to take care of them otherwise. Are you clairvoyant or something? Ah, yes, you haven't been told, have you? I didn't even cross my mind that someone may be unaware of my abilities. No one here dares doubt them, for they are evident.
Wait. She didn't pick up that you didn't know that she was clairvoyant. What even? I'm confused.
Yes, the mistress of every ruling house possesses such special... The mistress of every ruling house possesses special abilities? Why?
Just cause women.
Woman! Women have magical powers.
Yeah.
This fact offers your words a different degree of authenticity. Alright, if it is truly within my power, I'll do my best to save their lives. Georgie Kane, Victor Kane, Andrei Stomaton, Peter Stomaton, Maria Kana, Eva Yan, and Mark Immortel. Immortel? Mark Immortel. Zach.
Mark Immortal. He looks scary from that picture.
Like immortal?
Yes.
George Kane, Victor Kane. And Andre Stomaton, Peter Stomaton, Maria Kana, Eva Yan, and Mark Immortal. Alright. Let's take some pictures. Alrighty.
Okay.
What?
That was like half the people in the game.
What did you see in your dreams? A truly terrifying battle is ahead of you. If no one has ever told you about your fate, I will be the first. You must know that I admire you in advance, regardless of the outcome. You will fight a foe that few can defeat. Regardless of the outcome? You will clash with your foe like a dragon slayer, but your weapon will turn against you. Striking at the heart, you will end up with your own flesh torn. Every drop of blood you squeeze out of that heart will turn into a gulp of yours. If your foe escapes you, penetrates you, or saddles you, you will hear malicious laughter in your ears, and my crestfallen weeping.
I don't like it.
He who laughs last laughs best. Is there any other die?
Saburov's wait is over.
Okay. Why are you here?
I don't understand this game.
Why the fuck are you two here? You weren't here last time. I'm at a different house.
Wait, are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
There's something in particular we urge to warn you about. When you speak to the bound, please choose your words carefully. Do not worry, he will be easily able to make out what kind of person is standing before you, an observant man that you are. So use that skill when dealing with the bound. Some of them are indeed worth insulting, whereas others need to be treated with utmost respect. I don't like either of these options. How small a profit? Okay, something about local
Who
customs,
created
they
these
give me money.
characters? They're not very nice.
This town is small and rather unexceptional, isn't it? But there are all kinds of people here, the simple folk and the more remarkable ones. The former will tell you how more than they know. The latter will weigh more than they're ever going to let out. Keep a close eye on them. Your victory depends on it. Basically, retreading stuff we already know. Wait, each day one of them will try death by the tooth. Each will put their life at risk, and each one that dies is important. Some of them may take the keys to victory to the grave. Mind that the keys are yours, while the grave is theirs. Others will do the opposite. Don't waste your chance to condemn someone who may get in your way. Okay, so we're basically supposed to figure out, of the people that we talk to, which one of them are helpful, which one of them are going to fuck us over, and then bend reality to that.
I don't know.
Let's go speak to Georgie again. Hey, Georgie. Hey, Georgie. Because I feel like Georgie's one of the most important ones. Ah, yes, the tree. Scared the shit out of me. Georgie, what are you up to?
In growing old, we become more foolish and more wise.
He's becoming more wise and foolish at the same time.
We have sent for Isidore Braca's most accomplished apprentice. His name is Stanislav Rubin. Quite a resolute and talented man this Rubin is. I have great expectations for him. He will bring everything you need, and you will examine the body together. I'm no pathologist, and autopsy is not my specialty, but I could perform a preliminary examination. I'm genuinely sorry, doctor, but our family traditions were cherished for as long as the family has existed. One of such traditions requests the dead to be left alone for 24 hours. The body is not to be seen or touched by anyone. The period of deferral will be over by tomorrow. Why does this tradition come from? On several occasions, excessive haste has led to undesirable consequences. The phenomenon that Isidore has invited you here to study. It is in our blood. The physiological traits of our family show itself from time to time. The examination of the body will not help you anyway. The puzzle has to be solved within your mind. I am not able to, or even allowed to tell you more than that. Believe me, I am not trying to conceal any evidence from you. The body is kept in the ice house. It is intact, but focus may not be breached.
The town will
how many doctors are there in your town? Which of the locals could help me? I don't know for how long you'll have to remain here, Doctor. You're most welcome to be my guest, even though I won't try to keep you. While you are here, though, and especially since you are trying to find out the truth, it's my duty to offer you a piece of advice. This remote place has a history of its own. There is not enough time to retell it to you, which is unfortunate, since it is the background of the town that may possibly justify some local conventions that will most likely seem barbaric to an educated person like yourself. There are 3 truths that rule this town, 3 origins, 3 ideas, if you like. For several generations, these 3 powers have been in conflict with each other. I suspect none of them can exist without the other 2, yet each of them still strives to dominate. Each of them has its own voice.
Jeez.
These 3 voices are the ruling families, the co-owners of the Bull Project, who have been ruling the town for almost 2 centuries. Each one of the truths they represent is screaming at the top of its lungs, and in doing so travesties whatever values it carries. The first is the Severovs. The second is the Olgomskis. The third one is us, the Canes. We are the 3 heads of one beast, Each of the clans will offer their own understanding of what is going on. Each of the three will use their own voice and the voices of their followers to lie and distort the truth. We cannot exist otherwise. However, in doing so, we will inadvertently reveal the identity of the truth to anyone who would listen. I suggest you believe no one. Perhaps I am the only one of the three rulers that would ask you to disregard his very words. If nothing else, I hope it will win me in your favor. At least I am offering your honest advice. You should never trust any of us completely, neither the Kanes, nor the Olgamskis, nor the Sebarovs. I don't trust anyone blindly. That goes against my principles. Furthermore, each of us will try to paint a rather ungainly picture of the other two. Most likely we'll fit you in the negative sides of each other's faction and withhold anything that is good about them. That is inevitable. None of us will stoop to outright slander, so everything that will be said will most likely be true. But this truth will be one-sided and incomplete. Listen carefully to what we say and take it into account. The stories of the evil that the Kanes have unleashed into this world are partially true. Do not feel obliged to act in our favor. As you can see, I will stop before nothing to ensure an unbiased investigation. The lack of prejudice I want to instill in you is the one and only reason why I'm making this confession like this. I do not want my brother to have died in vain.
Few people know death. We only endure.
Alright, I am going to pause real quick so I can go to the bathroom. Talk to the stream about what you think.
Yes. What I think is, what is this pause menu? No, but yeah, I mean, it's not that good, this game. But the story apparently goes somewhere, according to the Steam reviews. So maybe that's worth looking forward to. Apparently, it's not. I don't know how long the game is, because some people have like 16 hours in it, and apparently just beat it. So I don't know. Very interesting. The animations are definitely amusing, though. I agree with that. Music, not so much. Not so great.
I have returned.
Very good. Did we ever learn how to equip that knife?
I did.
Good. Good, good.
Yeah, so I got this knife in hand. Look at that animation. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Work of art. Oh, I did a side swing. Hey. Alright, how do I do that? So if I hold it? No. I'm trying to figure out how I did this animation. I don't know. I'm gonna go in the clock tower.
Sounds like a plan. Daytime now. There's no clouds, it looks like.
This is fucking creepy. It's like if Gothic architecture liked Gothic architecture.
Honestly, this is the coolest place in the game so far, in my opinion. That's a really neat throne there. I wish there was dungeons and stuff. And I'm excited for that. But no. There's probably no one in here to talk to.
There isn't.
Or kill.
Or kill. No one to
Or
talk
kill.
to or kill.
Worm's not in here. Oh god, can you imagine if he was in here?
I don't like this place. It creeps me out. Like, I genuinely
fact that
feel the
Worm
hairs
is
on the back of my head, like, neck standing up. I don't like that. Yuli insists I consult her when I meet a dead end. Alright, that's where I'm going. Let's go see the old chick and see where the dead end idea comes from. What are we supposed to do?
Interesting.
He's gone.
Yeah.
But he's not. We already did this earlier.
Boy.
Hey, how you doing? I get it. That's why the mirror's cracked.
Can you feel how rapid my heartbeat is?
Jesus Christ, she is really
I
fucking
had a feeling you
sexualized.
would come.
Yeah. It's not good. Zoo?
The Olgimskis have closed the termitary again, and those who managed to escape from there are now being hunted. Capella told me all about this. Some of them have ran away and went into hiding somewhere in the town, and Capella is worried. Who is Capella? Big Vlad's daughter, a beloved daughter too. She is wonderful and has these abilities. The children follow her as if they were charmed, just like they followed that Piper. Okay. Well, she said she wanted to save the fugitive from her family's wrath. Capella and Vlad the younger are poles apart. Vlad's primary concern is the interest of the family, so the sister is worried the brother will kill the runaway. She'd rather have him survive the night and escape into the steppe.
Yeah.
And a hospice in Earth? Well, hospice is just a name, really. What are you planning to visit the place? Then help them escape into the steppe before Vlad sends mercenaries after them. That would be a good deed. We've had enough murders, haven't we? Alright.
Yeah.
So we need to get over there and get him out of town. She did say good deeds were rewarded. Also, I don't know if it's ingenious or luck or whatever, but the place they're hiding from here is literally right there. Like, I don't know if it's like, they're not gonna look here kind of thing or what, but they're literally right there. And God, my throat. Alright. Alright. So we're gonna head down here. Zach, would you show up for round 2 if I were to continue this?
Probably not.
Probably not. Alright.
This game is mildly infuriating.
Mildly. Why
I
so?
want something. I want something to happen.
I'm getting the feeling like it's about to.
I see. That's the thing. Stuff has happened or started to allude to something happening. So I'm assuming maybe we're just being slow. But I don't know if this is the pacing. Oh boy.
Well, we are about to go help some runaways, so hopefully that just dissolves
Yeah.
the plot into madness like I want it to.
I doubt it.
We just like help them walk to the city border and it's like,
Yeah,
thanks!
exactly. We just watch them walk. And I'm glad. Why is she there?
What is this place? The boiler room, factory buildings, the butchering room? Oh god. And then the machine. I don't know if I want to go in there. It's interesting though that all three families are working on the same project.
Yeah.
I'm
That is
curious
odd.
of what this project is.
I think it's the plague.
You think that's what it is? That could
From
make
what I've
sense.
heard. Yeah.
Alright. Man, I am hungry. Jesus Christ. We've been playing this game for 2.5 hours.
It doesn't feel like that. It feels like we've not done much.
For an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if it's like the like, it'd be weird if it follows the like, oh come on. The like, what's that saying? Um, time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, I don't.
But it's like, I don't know. I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Wait,
it's just.
what the fuck?
Wait a minute.
Hey,
Actually?
he just tried to swing at her.
Huh.
I'ma
He's faster.
stab him. He didn't turn around. I'm taking this as an opportunity to keep swinging. We would fucking stand still.
Oh God, you.
Stop running, you son of a bitch.
He's gonna kill her before you. Oh my God. You might want to go talk to her. Oh my God. No! No!
Money
What is that noise?
and cracker. Hell yeah.
Why was there a baby?
She's
crying?
still running.
Find her.
Yeah, where was that baby noise coming from?
That was not okay.
Where are we? Grace's Lodge. Alright. Hey, we're actually close to the house. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's try another door.
The menu music with the font and the setup of the picture in the back is just. Oh boy. What a charming building.
If that thing moves, I'm Alt F4ing.
I know. Oh God, there's more.
What's wrong with my eyes?
What?
Is this one of the people?
I don't know.
I'm checking my photos. Nope. Do you know where to find clean water around here? And so I know where to find water. I'm just curious if you do. What's wrong with running water? All the waters that come from the steppe, all that water comes from the steppe, and it isn't exactly clean. Yesterday I inspected all the springs in the area. There seems to be no more clean water around. The salty taste is everywhere. It's reddish in color, and there's disgusting clots in it.
No. Clots.
Like blood?
Yeah.
So where can I find clean water then? The townsfolk store clean water in homemade reservoirs. The modest supply should be enough to help us a little while, but afterwards we'll have to drink that bloody mixture.
I don't believe you.
You're making it up.
What?
Do you want, I wonder? There's a runaway hiding here. Take me to him. Why would I? He's in danger. I'm here to help. He's a butcher. He won't talk to you. You wouldn't understand him. He's been here for more than a day, but I can't even get him to talk. It is I who'd rather tell you something.
What do you want?
Big Vlad has plugged the termitary up for a reason. The butcher's mumbling is all over the place, but if you listen carefully, you'll make out tears of horrors that I get shivers all over. Thousands of people have lost their minds all at once there. Many have died. Something's brewing inside. How did they die? Don't know, can't tell. The butcher will tell me anyway. Are you sure? Have you forgotten that he's crazed? If you think he'll communicate with you, you're mistaken. They aren't great talkers anyway. They can only howl, growl, and bawl when they're under a spell. Fine, lead him out of here yourself. Really? Why? He's entertaining me? And it's dangerous to go onto the steppe anyway. What if the pursuers rip me apart in the street? What if they think I'm a Shabnakadir? What can you offer me in return for this service?
Wait. Oh, no.
Lead him out or he'll get killed. You can show me the door if you want, but thugs for hire will be less compliant. Fine, I'll take care of the butcher. He'll disappear. Consider him non-existent. But now you must leave. Don't try watching the door. You won't see anything anyway. And tell the Olgimskis thick-headed bloodhounds they have no business here. I harbor no killers. No, I want to take care of the man personally. Go then. The butcher's in the hospice. The entrance is on the other side of the house. Don't come back here complaining afterwards, though.
Oh, God. Save.
Should I save a new save? Well, I already saved.
Yeah, but...
New save.
You just talked to him and it took like 5 minutes. Okay.
Alright, so there's another entrance to this building. Let's find it.
That's why the barrel was there. The dogs. Just beat him.
So gibberish.
Oh, go get.
Do kindly tell me. Do you understand me? Oh, fuck.
Oh no. No, man. Oh. Wow, we're the best. Yeah, it is an RPG. You can't really loot him. You just kind of like, hey. So we can go tell that guy that we killed him, I guess?
No, I'm just gonna redo the dialogue and say, yeah, you take care of him.
Oh. I thought killing him was fine.
But the whole quest was to help him get him out of here. That was literally the whole reason we're here. But I'm assuming after that we're gonna go back and go to that figure out a way to get inside that place. See what terrible things are going on
Pins
there.
are sticking out of the pores of my skin. There's a hole under my heart.
Oh, this is a different, interesting dialogue option. I said the guy was dangerous, and it said, was it Vlad the Younger that dropped a hint about the killer being here? That little spider. He simply respects his father and doesn't want to wash the dirty linen of his family in public. Big Vlad is... Oh, okay. What do you want? I'll ask a small favor from you in 4 days. Don't worry, you won't have to cut your arm off. Will you do it?
Will.
Sure. Fine, I'll take care of the butcher. He'll disappear. Consider him non-existent, but now I'm asleep. Don't try to do anything. Deal. Alright. So now he is fine. And we are gonna go outside and fucking talk to this dude about the goddamn thing that's going on inside his laboratories. What Silent Hill shit are you doing to these people?
A lot of bad things.
Because this place looks creepy on the outside. You can only imagine what's going on inside.
Probably just a kennel, because there's a lot of dogs.
I don't know. I don't know.
Honestly, the fact that that big building, the cemetery or whatever, is 3D or isometric is really annoying me. Because every other big building is just like a top
Well,
down.
no, this one's isometric and this one's isometric.
Is the other one isometric? Because I thought the polyhedron was still top down. Just straight up top down.
Oh, no, because that cave entrance, I believe, is top down.
Maybe. Weird. I don't like it. Then again, look at the trees.
Alright, so if we're gonna head there, let me take a left. Alright, I am gonna go to this place, and if something doesn't happen soon...
I'll give it till 9:30.
What time is it? 9?
9:10.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go that's the last straw for me. We've already been playing this for 2.5 hours. If we go there,
we did try.
Yeah, we've been playing it for 2.5 hours. We
have given it a chance.
We have given it plenty of grace period.
There are some things like that kid's dialogue and stuff that have been mildly appealing.
Well, so the thing is, the concept, I can't distinguish between what's concept and what's poor execution right now.
Yeah.
I'd like to maybe see Pathologic 2 and see if that is enhances the concept.
Because right now, all of this walking around listening to depressing music in a disgusting video game is not exactly fun. But when you're like inside doing stuff, it's you know, handleable. Like if it was just in a building and you had to talk to people and like discover something.
Hey,
fight guys.
Why the fuck are they trying to chase this girl?
I don't know. It's like the Todd Howard, there's endless quests. Random.
Why are 3 people chasing this girl?
Yeah. I wish she was screaming. I don't like that noise. Why
Ma'am.
is she crying?
Ma'am. Ma'am, you're okay. Ma'am.
What the heck?
I killed them for you. You're okay.
No. Hey, they have things. Lovely. You get a razor. I like how they were so distracted by women that they were getting stabbed but still running.
Yeah, no, they're just like, it's fine.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Taste bud is flesh wound.
God damn it. I hate the fact there's somebody like locked off spots.
I know.
Gotta
They're
find an
like, hey,
entirely
we have this
different way to
map
rewrite
editor.
out.
Yeah. We have a map editor and we can make some cool looking buildings, but I mean, why would we have a way out of this place?
Yeah, but right now I can't tell the difference between concept of what the game was supposed to be and execution.
Yeah.
Like, I can
There's
look at
not
a
enough-
game like, what's a game I don't like out of,
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm running out of ideas.
Just
You're
don't
the
care.
daughter.
Yeah.
I feel a current in my veins.
What? Oh, she's on her period. No.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey! Twitch, please, I'm begging you.
I was joking, of course.
That even makes sense, Zach.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Scared like a child herself, and I think she's being tricked. Her prophecies come true, just like it's always been with
everyone
Ruby.
prophesies crap. You know that this is 2.5 hours. I'll never get back. I hope on my deathbed I just remember this.
Only to be found someplace new.
What?
Alright. So here's my goal. If it doesn't turn around in the next 5 minutes.
Worm. Worm's my favorite character. You can't change my mind.
So my Haruspex is the Ripper? Funny.
Okay. Isidore.
Okay, why'd you want to kick out the factory? He'd reasoned he'd paid a visit to my daughter. He knows full well how to pull my strings. Well, I told her to lock the doors, so away he went none the wiser. Oh, the bastard. So went to Simon, huh? Thank goodness my loafer of a son is hanging around somewhere else. He could have what?
Hard. It's hard.
I can't.
That's what she
I
said.
can't. That's what he said, the Pope, yeah.
The Pope? Oh, God.
Why are you allowed in this room?
I don't
Is
know.
it the same picture of a girl?
It is.
I don't like
This
it.
one's interesting, though.
I know.
It's so...
I'm gonna start a worm fan club. Look at that.
Alright.
He's actually kind of a cool looking character.
He is. Okay, you know what?
The music.
Here we go.
Amazing. I'm so happy.
Hold on.
Never been happier.
Two-hour video essay.
No?
Oh, that's for
I'm
Pathologic 2.
Ah.
Okay, this is about... So Pathologic 2 is a remake of Pathologic.
I thought so.
This guy says Pathologic is genius and wrote a 2-hour video on it.
Yeah.
Pathologic 2 is apparently like the best game ever.
Yes, that's what I got when I was reviewing or looking at a review.
Okay, there's 5 minutes worth of different endings. Pathologic 2 newbie guide. There we go. We'll see if this is anything worth looking at.
Hello, I'm Silmatil. I've noticed that a lot of new players find Pathologic 2 to be exceptionally hard and have a very steep learning curve. Whilst I'm going to do my best not to spoil anything too much, I think there are a few mechanics within the game that should be highlighted. I'm going to try to roughly split this short video up into advice on economics, inventory, medicines, combat, and time management. Part 1. Economics. Unlike other games, Pathologic does not expect you to gain loot and sell it in shops. In fact, the value of your coins will rapidly fluctuate. You're in a survival simulator, and the value of your money plummets as the town's economy rapidly undergoes hyperinflation. Instead, you have to go dumpster diving in order to survive. Trash bins in the game contain all manner of useful items that you can trade with various people. The most common items you'll find are empty water bottles, which you can fill up at water barrels. You can then use these water bottles to trade with drunk guys for bandages or other healing items, and then you can trade bandages for pins and trade pins for antibiotics. There is an entire underground economy for nearly everything in the game. You don't always have to go through money-based shops in order to get what you need. That said, there are a few items that will fetch a high price at traditional shops. Pocket watches and rings are very valuable items in terms of cash and might just get you enough coin to buy. Roast chalk, I haven't covered the intuitive, but just in case it isn't clear, townsperson something of...
Okay, let's see if there's a review. Oh, there's 3 of them. We can get rifles?
That's not okay. Can you imagine shooting the people who's chasing the wolf?
What?
I've gotta say, it's good to be back, even if I didn't think I'd be back here so soon. When I said no more weird Russian games for at least a year, I meant it. The thing is, for one, I didn't expect them to release Pathologic 2 so soon, and 2, I didn't think they'd contact me that very day offering me a copy of the game for feedback. So, here we are. Let me start by answering the most common questions I've seen. Is Pathologic 2 a remake of 1? Yes. Is it an actual sequel to 1? Yes. Do you need to play 1 to understand 2? No. See, the game starts at the end of Pathologic 2, or maybe the end of Pathologic 1, it doesn't really matter. Essentially, you start the game having lost it, and you're given a chance to restart. Kids are just playing hopscotch in a war zone, and going to barbecues. You get the idea. So, how is it a sequel? Well, the first game is referenced from...
Oh, so failing the game, you're allowed the option to restart?
Oh no.
From time to time, though it's always going to be subtle and usually up for interpretation. It's typically not story elements because, like I said, this is also a remake, but more meta commentary on how the first game turned out. This is more like a film remake than a game remake. The main idea and framework, yeah, that's usually the same. A person might share the same name, but they're a completely different character now. Some huge plot elements could be reworked or torn out or added in, it's all up in the air. Pathologic 2 does all these things, but still acknowledges that the plot of the first game still happened. It may even challenge you on which you prefer, though the story isn't that much different than 1. Don't worry, they still have all the trash cans everywhere. This dual nature of the game does make it tricky to talk about, so I'll talk about it as a sequel and a remake, which is going to get messy, but it's okay, we're here together. You know, because taking on one fever dream game by itself was just too easy. So here we go again. The game starts off on a train, and with a new...
Wait, look at that animation.
Dream
They're
game by
supposed to
itself
walk
was
like
just too
that.
easy.
Interesting.
So here we go again. The game starts off on a train, and with a new friend. The kind of friend who emerges from a coffin and then wants to tell you a secret. Just like in middle school. This begins one of the most surreal tutorials I've played in a game. You're learning how to drink water and people are turning into mimes. Then all of a sudden you're in Junji Ito's Mongolian Thunderdome, and then you learn how to trade by exchanging hearts. This is a long tutorial sequence, but it is effective. Yeah, it's teaching you how to play, but it's also making the drop into the main game more cushioned. You're starting off in the land of visions and metaphors. It's disjointed, so arriving in the town feels like a relief from all of that.
You know what this game is starting to remind me of? Did you ever read the book The Phantom Tollbooth?
No.
The Phantom Tollbooth was a book about a kid who got trapped in a world of fiction. And so the entire world was a metaphor. So there's the Sea of Knowledge and the Island of Conclusions. And every time you make a conclusion, you get jumped to the Island of Conclusion and have to swim your way back. The Valley of Sound, the Forests of, I think it's Sight, Dictionopolis, and it was like this like middle school book I read. It has all this like clever wordplay and stuff. I don't entirely remember the plot, but the point is I'm starting to get that vibe from this. Maybe.
At least for now. There'll be a lot more to learn, but it's a great introduction. You know, it tells you what the buttons do. Unlike 1, that just had these two guys giving you a huge information dump. They say so much at once that you can easily miss out on essential info. This is probably why a lot of players didn't know they could receive mail. Would all be
We've learned new things, ladies and gentlemen.
cryptic unless you looked in the controls. You might think it's odd to focus on the tutorial. Well, it represents the biggest change from 1 to 2. See, the first game wasn't just frustrating from the walking, even though that was a big part of it. It was the fact that you were frequently so aimless when playing it. You had all these characters to babysit, you'd check on them, and usually they'd be fine, but sometimes they'd be in trouble. And you did this by walking across town and then you'd stare at them in the face. The difficulty from the first game did not come from hard survival mechanics. It was really easy to farm bandits and have lots of supplies forever. The challenge came from constantly walking, wondering if you're wasting your time doing it, along with mundane nightmare missions like this one. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but this is a big change. Pathologic 2 teaches you more and shows you more. The game is still more difficult, but as a survival and decision challenge. I'm deciding if I should fight or get the hell out. I'm not walking across town to someone who might be in trouble to just check up on things and wondering if rat poison will stop my heart. I got ahead of myself there. Some of you don't know what this game is all about. You play as a surgeon named Artemy. He's been off studying in the big city when he receives an urgent letter from his father to return home. So he does, and 3 people immediately try to shank him in a train yard. It quickly becomes apparent why he left because the town is bizarre. Bizarre beyond the murderers and the furries, which are part and parcel of any city. You don't know where the town is, it doesn't really have a name besides just the town and the Gorkin River. It's also uncertain when exactly this game takes place. I mean, yeah, there's a gramophone, but also the giant floating polyhedron tower. There are also the creatures who want to trade organs or give you a canal tour. Then you have all the townspeople. They're all over the place. Some look like Mongolian shepherds, turn of the centurymen, anime villains, the Smime. This town is out of time and space. It's an alien culture that the character Artemy has to relearn, and you, the player...
But,
yeah, I'm pretty done right now.
Very interesting.
Okay, so I'm going to read off the games I got at on the Christmas sale, and I want you to tell me if any of them interest you, because I would like to play at least one game with you.
Okay.
Alright, so Salt and Sanctuary, which I'm playing right now, Resident Evil 2, I got Total War Warhammer 2, a Pathfinder game, Witcher 2, Payday, Project Zomboid, The Swapper, which is like some puzzle game, Zombie Night Terror, which is apparently a puzzle game where you're leading the undead into settlements or something like that, Deadbolt, where you play as the Grim Reaper. Oh, remember the game Blasphemous?
Yes.
Apparently they made like a really serious horror point-and-click game called The Last Door. Another side-scroller called The Fall, which is like some sort of mystery, and then The Beholder, where you play a landlord who's spying on all his residents.
Huh. I mean, I like The Witcher 2, because I haven't beat that yet. Also, seeing you play Total War Warhammer It sounds interesting because
I
I've never
pl-
seen that.
I played it with Ethan a while back. It was okay. I haven't got too far into it though, so I'll have to keep going.
Yeah,
But the
I wanna
heroes are
call
really powerful in that game.
Yep.
Like the
A lot
generals,
of
Jesus
a
Christ.
lot of Total War fans either hate it or love it because it's kind of not a normal Total War game, which
Oh.
means it fixes certain things about Total War to a lot of people, but to other people, it's not like a Total War game because it isn't historical or whatever. So, it looks really cool. So, you know. Then
So
again, it also
remember
is one of those
those
games with a million
dancers
DLCs.
in the Pathologic game?
Yes.
Their Steam card is called Herb Bride.
Very interesting.
Um.
We must obtain some of this herb, brother.
So, anyways, so I would like to play at least one game with you this week, if you has time.
I think I has time a little tomorrow.
All right, cool. Tomorrow morning, then, let's play The Witcher?
Yeah, it's one of those games that is a little slow, because Witcher.
We could do one of the other, like, we could do the point and click game if you want.
That could be interesting. If it's good, it'd be good.
I don't know. I've heard it's pretty good.
Point and click games have to be good to be enjoyable.
It's got
Like, some
pixel
other
art.
games are like, yes. Then
Let
that's
me...
probably anything that doesn't look like what we just played. It'll be a breath of fresh air.
Did you say... Oh, we just played? For a second, I thought you said Luigi's Mansion for some reason. I don't know why. I was like, I love Luigi's Mansion.
Even the original Luigi's Mansion looks good.
Alright, so this is
what...
This is the game.
Oh, yeah, no, that looks good.
So it's supposed, and if you recall from my blasphemous analysis, shout out to my YouTube channel to check that out under the same name as my Twitch. If you look at their website, alright, where is the home website for the company? Game Kitchen. It's not a clickable link. Come on. Alright, hold on. Game Kitchen. Meaningful indie games. So I'm expecting some weird abstract problem slash metaphysical concept to be brought up in this game, considering Blasphemous was all about, Catholic guilt.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be epic.
Cool. Guess we'll play that tomorrow morning then.
Yeah, that sounds more well paced. Because The Witcher 2 would love to play it, but
yeah, I was like
2% of the game.
Yeah, I was like, I could play it with you, but then I'd have to wait to play it with you, and that would take me forever.
Exactly. Just enjoy it. Yeah, not gonna lie, I normally don't get well, I don't know about that, but that game's graphics were to a point that right now I just want to go look at a sunset and just remember that not everything is disgusting. Jeez. Very, very dreary game. Okay, well, I'm gonna get off.
Alright.
Thank you for showing me Pathogen. Wait, Pathogen, right?
Pathologic.
Pathologic.
Why do you think they even named it that?
I don't know, because it's about a plague, apparently. So, I don't know. Pathologic is even more confusing.
I think we're gonna have to get the second one and revisit at some point.
Oh boy.
I'll drag you from hell back to this one, or to hell.
From hell.
Or to hell, depending on what you think of it. Give it another 2.5 hour shake.
Out of hell into the deeper hell.
Yeah. You've entered the 7th ring, betrayal.
Betrayal. Is that actually the name of the 7th ring?
Well, yeah, that's where Satan is in the ice thing. Because he betrayed God.
He's only the 7.
There's only 7.
I thought there was 9.
Oh, then the 9th one's betrayal. Whatever the last one is, that's
Oh.
betrayal.
There's 7 deadly sins, Joel.
Oh, yes.
Uh,
7 deadly sins and 9 circles of hell. They had to invent 2 for
Yeah.
hell.
I know, what is... I'm actually confused now. Why is there only 7 sins but 9 circles? Oh boy. There's 1 for Hitler and 1 for
Well, I don't
someone
think
else.
betrayal is one of the 7. And
No.
I think the other one is...
Right, you betray someone for reasons, and the sins are usually reasons rather than outcome.
I don't know.
There's no murder.
Thanks, guys, so much for
Anyway.
watching. I will be on tomorrow morning.
Adios.